Welcome back for another Entitled Parent video. Today we have 4 Entitled Parent stories for you to enjoy. As always, don't forget to share and like if you enjoy these videos. Without further ado, here we go. Entitled mom tries to steal my mom's purchased parking space. So here's the cast. M, my mom. EM, entitled mom. P, principal. So when I was in 1st grade, my mom would drop my siblings and I off at school every day. She purchased a parking space reserved for her because she would park in her spot to drop us off rather than waiting in line. And she also helped in school events a lot. The parking spot had a sign that said, "Reserved for Mathman 2022's mom." So one day, as my mom was pulling into the school, another car was parking in her spot. My mom kept her cool and found a parking space much further out, then ran over to stop the driver before she went into the school so that my mom could get her spot back. On this specific day, my mom had a lot of supplies to carry in to help in some school event. This is paraphrasing from what I kinda remember and from what I've been told. M. Excuse me, madam, but this is my spot. Oh, okay. Then she kept walking into the school. Can you please move your vehicle so I can park here? EM. How do I know this is even your spot? M. Because my name is on the sign right in front of your car? Please, madam, I purchased this spot. Just move your vehicle. No, I got here first and I need the spot more. You barely got here before me, and even if you needed the spot more, I paid for it. But I need this spot to walk in my kid. I need to get to work. Okay, so you walk your kid in and then please move. So my mom ran back to our car to wait for EM to leave. We came early anyways, so we could wait since school wasn't starting for a few minutes. 10 minutes passed, so my mom just sent my siblings and I in, and then she went back to the EM. M. Madam, please move. Why should I have to move? Because this is my spot and I thought you had to go to work. I shouldn't have to move for rich pricks like you just because you bought this spot. M. This spot didn't even cost that much. I only have it because I help the school often and I need a place to carry things in. EM. Bullshit. I'm staying here as long as I like. So my mom goes to retrieve the principal to help with the situation. Principal. Madam, you have to move. This isn't your parking spot. I don't have to do anything. I have the right to park here. Madam, not only is this Mathman 2021's mom's spot, so she should have it anyway, she also needs it to carry in supplies for the event she organized and supplied today for the school. M. Please, madam. EM. No, I'm not moving for you effers. Principal. Madam, this is an elementary school. Please try to be calm. Eventually, the entitled mom sped off after being very late for work, and my mom took her spot to unload supplies. My mom made sure to come early for a while, and almost every day that entitled mom would show up and pull up to my mom's spot only to find her there. Then she would dangerously speed down the parking lot to find a more distant spot. There were a few other people who stole her spot on accident, but they all apologized and moved for my mom. EM screams bloody murder for me getting food. Holy shit. For reference, EM is entitled mother, me, I have no idea, EK is entitled kid, E is employee. This happened to me today. I was at my local grocery store, literally 5 minutes walking distance, and I was getting frozen meals for myself, because I always run out, and other stuff my parents asked me to get. While getting the frozen meals, they only had 4 left in stock of the ones I ate, so I grabbed all of them and put them in my cart. In comes the EM with her son. Hey, why did you take the rest of the frozen meals? Because there is 4 for $6 deal, that's why. Mommy, I want those. Can you give me them? No, I don't want to give them to you. EM, no, you are giving them to me now. I am hella confused right now as to why she is this mad. But then I remember r/entitled parents. I knew exactly where this was going. That's the oh shit moment here. EK, Mommy, I'm hungry. At this point, EM is trying to take the frozen meals out of my cart. I stopped her hand from coming in and tell her to not do that, and just ask an employee if there is any left. EM, no, you clearly see there is none left. I have a small child who is starving and you don't need to eat food as you can't be hungry. Me, please madam, I need these as this is food I can eat and prepare really fast. EM, give me the damn meals, fat cunt. If you think I'm fat, I weigh 96 pounds and I'm 5'5". I'm skinny. I run out with the cart and notice an employee and tell her that this woman with a child is trying to steal my items from my cart. Hey, there's this woman with a kid coming for me because I have these frozen meals in my cart. Okay, do you know what this woman looks like? She doesn't need details since she is literally 10 feet away from me, coming at full speed. E stops her and asks why she is running towards me. This cunt stole my frozen meals from my cart. I want them back. Yeah. Sir, did you steal them? Me? No, madam. I got to the freezer first, placed them in my cart, and then was about to go check out when she came along. EM's face is full of rage. That's not true. He's a big faggot and should be banned from this store. I want to see the manager. For those wondering, she did have the I want to speak the manager haircut. Okay. E walks to a door and comes out with a man. We'll call him the manager, M. What's the issue? This dude stole my items from my cart. Is this true, sir? No, you can roll back security footage and see what happens. Alright, both of you come here. We can park your carts to this wall. E will watch them for you. So EM, EK and I go into the security room where we see the aisle where we were both at, and it clearly shows that she tried to steal my items. Her face grows pale as she runs with the kid in her hand and sprints out the door. M asks for my name and phone and will say if this goes to court for some reason, I can press charges for disturbance if I wish. I'll edit this once I get more news. Power went out at theater. I must have a full refund for my 5 tickets since it's my daughter's birthday. So I work at a movie theater in someplace. Today we had the power go out at about 1 o'clock. It stayed that way for about 50 minutes, so we had to start evacuating everyone from the building. At the concession stand, we were handing out rain checks to the people who were currently in a movie as an apology. The line was pretty long and it took up the entire lobby. Most people were pretty patient. Then came the EP. She came up to me, pretty nice at first, wondering if there was any way she could just get a full refund from us instead of waiting in the very long lines. It's my daughter's birthday and she has friends visiting from another city. We have plans and can't stand in this line forever. Can we just get a full refund for our tickets? Since the power was completely off and we had no way of accessing our tills or our systems to refund, I said no, that's not possible. She kept asking, so I decided to use a radio to ask a manager. He says in a rather apologetic, but I don't care tone of voice, that no, we can't. The EP starts getting a bit frustrated. She starts telling me that I'm not explaining the situation fully and he doesn't understand why we need this right now. So I use the radio to ask again if we can get her a refund, even if it's just a signed paper or something, so she can get out of here. Again, he says no. EP didn't like that. Before he even finished his sentence over the radio, EP leaned down to my hand where I had the radio and started yelling as if she thought he could hear her. It's a walkie-talkie, so I had to be holding down a button to push voice from my end to his. The button was not pushed. She was yelling things like, I don't want to come back any other day, I want my money right now, give me my money or I'm never coming back, it's my daughter's birthday, I need my money right now. After her little outburst, she asked for my name, my manager's name, and the corporate number. So of course I have it to her. What are they gonna do, fire me? When I hand her the paper with the names on it, another coworker comes up and starts asking what's wrong. EP begins acting like I'm the one yelling and being rude, and when she asked my coworker if she could get a refund, EP heard the dreaded word, no, I'm sorry, the power's out, we can't do anything like that. EP almost instantly looks at me and says, I want her name too. You are both getting reported to corporate. She then started walking off with her phone in her hand, waving it at us as if it was a weapon and we should be afraid. Alas, we weren't. We were giving her comments like have a nice day and enjoy your night, so we clearly didn't give a esh. An old man caught it on video in the corner of the lobby and started walking over to us and laughing, what a bitch. She never got her money. Entitled uncle tries to sue for inheritance. Okay, so first of all, not so much an entitled parent as it is an entitled uncle, still a parent though. My grandma recently passed away and we went through the process of letting everyone know what had happened and what the plan was. My mom was the sole executor of the will as she is the only actual next of kin, as my uncle is actually my mom's cousin who came to live with my grandma for Germany when he was 18 and moved out when he was 23. Now the thing to understand about him and his wife and now adult kids is that they never ever visited my grandma. Every Christmas and Easter or any other holiday we would always invite them, but they never came. In the 5 years before my grandma's death, they visited her once for about an hour. This along with other history of taking advantage of my grandma, My mother very much dislikes them, but is nice to them for my grandma's sake. They are also very wealthy, having 2 houses, a boat and very nice cars. So when my grandma died and we organized for a funeral in both her home city and the one she died in where we lived, we were very surprised to hear they were coming down to both funerals. Looking back, the first thing they asked about was the will, but due to being so busy with organizing the funeral and grief, it didn't raise any red flags. Fast forward to after the second funeral, it's 9 AM the day after the funeral, literally about 10 hours, and my mom gets a phone call from the uncle. He again asks about the will, which my mom tells him that she is the sole executor and receives everything. Everything being a total of about 200,000 Australian dollars, which would probably just cover the cost of us renovating our house so my grandma could move in with us when she was too unwell to live alone. And without missing a beat, he says, "Oh, we will have to take legal action then." My mom instantly hung up, blocked them on everything. She was incredibly distraught, still dealing with the death of her mother. We then get a letter from a lawyer requesting 50% of the inheritance due to bullshit like helping renovate the family's house, which was almost 30 years ago, and he lived in the renovation rent-free, and because he claimed to have an equal right to the money as my mother did. This was really a slap in the face. Luckily they had no legal standing and we simply sent a letter that was a glorified F no. We then received an email from the aunt, which basically berated my mom for being selfish, that her kids would suffer and she would suffer, that how would my mom feel if the roles were reversed, and all other bullshit, saying that myself and my sister didn't deserve the money. Basically being a massive entitled bitch. She said that if we gave her 30,000, she would forgive and forget. Luckily, the block button works really well. It is still sad that they sacrificed our whole relationship with them over 30,000 and completely disrespected my grandma. So those were the stories for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be highly appreciated. It really does help my channel out. Also, if you enjoyed this and want to stay up to date on the latest videos, then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening and I will see you in the next video.